What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day, or not, depending on where, but hope it's awesome. And I know you're having an awesome day today because Bitcoin hitting all-time highs throughout the night. We got XRP almost back to $3 today. $2.97 live on stream here today. Honestly, I couldn't be more excited for what's happening right now. It's super nice to see everyone in the winning categories right now. Even people that have been holding for a long time, right? We're not even talking margin trading. We're not even talking just your day trades. We're talking long-term bags are now in the profits. I mean, a lot of people here in Discord, we're talking in Discord, and people are back in profits. And that's exactly what you want to see. You want to wake up and see your portfolio in the green. At least that's what I want to see. And, a lot of people that have been bought the top to XRP, bought the top to H bar. There's a lot of things that you guys bought the top to, and now you're back in the profits. And so kudos to everyone and anyone out there who actually held their crypto through this time and DCA'd into their positions and really just held through the downturn of this. And now we're back into it. And it's super nice. It's a great feeling. And I know you guys are all feeling it right now. And I could be more appreciative for everyone that just hung in there as a part of the A-Team, watch this ride, and are making tons of profits. Dude, I am blown away, honestly, blown away this morning. Yesterday, I was so disengaged yesterday because we had so much stuff going on. But it was so nice to look back in Discord and just see all the love and support inside the A-Team Discord there. Dude, the profit and losses are insane, dude. No losses, honestly, all profits. And the profits have been ginormous. I shared one big one on X here, and there's probably a ton more out there. But yeah, kudos to everyone that's been able to do that. Honestly, it's such a great feeling. It's good to see everyone winning. That's what we want in this space. You want to build a community of people who just want to see others win, not just yourself, but others. And that's what Discord's been all about. So super, super happy for everything that's sort of come over the last couple months, and just, yeah, great group of people here, even on this stream right now. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited for it. And we're in for it. So we got a lot of things to actually cover today. So I want to say what's up to the A-Team before we jump into everything here. We got a ton of people already jumping in here. We got Andrew B. What's up, man? We got Wild Dog, Mucker, Cool Cat, XRP Colt. Good to see you guys. We got Cool Cat Lives in here. Crypto Stacks 33K. What's up, man? We got Pipeline. Good to see everyone here. Crypto Mimi, Evan, Gregor. We got Mauricio. Good to see you. RPM, Mikey, Hopium Days. What's up, buddy? Kyle. We got Trent in the house here. What's up, Trent? My guy Trent's in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Dan, I'm scrolling fast, so if I do miss you, like I always say, I'm sorry, dude. It's nothing personal. Yeah, Z Goals, you got it. You got it. You guys better be ready to fight those Daves off today. Kevin in the house here. Jarvis, Anthony Hawkins, Paul Newby, Tim Shea. We got the Mayor of Crypto in the house here. What's up, my guy? We got Max. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, dude. Kenny G, what's up, buddy? What's up, Tommy? Amanda, good to see you guys, man. We got some people in the house here. We got Ripperino dropping in here with the $2 bomb. Enjoying my time on Discord and the streams. Hell yeah, dude. Great to see everyone here. We got Ghost in the house here. What's up, Ghost? Long time no see. What's up, boy? About Bitcoin longs, I took that. What's up? How about that Bitcoin longs? I took that you know about my past conversations. Yeah, dude, you're killing it. I know Ghost is killing it, dude. Ghost is a long-time A-teamer. Ghost is murking for sure. Dude, kudos to you, bro. J-Lo in the house here. What's up, guys? Big B. We got Big B in the house here. Man, you guys are on one. That Big B, yeah, Kenny, Matthew. All right, let's jump into it. We got something. What's up over here on TikTok? We had everyone here on TikTok. I told you guys I'm pumped up today. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the Drake song this morning or what, but we're it's actually feeling pretty good right now. I will say. Let's jump into it. Here we go. Let's jump right now. As you can see right now, I do not have my things up here, but Bitcoin looking pretty damn good. 117,459. This thing kept hitting all-time highs. And one thing I want to put out there is that Bitcoin, when you keep hitting your all-time highs, that means that we're printing winners every day, right? New winners every single time this hits a new all-time high. Everyone buying Bitcoin continues to be in the profits. I mean, 100% of profits every time this hits a new time high, and we just keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it. So everyone that's bought into Bitcoin is in the profits, and that's phenomenal to feel, right? I mean, especially if you are new to crypto. And like I've always said, I mean, everyone says, "What should I have? $5,000. I have $10,000. Where should I put it?" I've always said, and everyone can attest to it on the stream right now. What do I always say? I don't probably got to even say it. If someone says, "What should I invest in?" The number one thing I always say is what? I bet you the A-Team will put it in the chat here. So yeah, Bitcoin is just the granddaddy of them all, and it continues to print new millionaires, continues to print new people in the green, and that's what it's all about. So you can see right now we have massive amount of volume, dude. $269 billion in 24-hour trade volume, up 80%. 80%. Do you guys realize how big of a thing that is? There, 80% volume in just a 24-hour span is ginormous. And on a market cap standpoint, dude, market cap standpoint, we've hit a new all-time high from a market cap standpoint here. Or no, I don't know if it's a new all-time high. I got to look at that actually. But we are at a 3.67 trillion, up 4%. 4%. You're talking about 3.67 trillion, up 4%. That's phenomenal, dude. Phenomenal. I think that we are actually at an all-time high. No, almost there, dude. Almost there. We'd be at a 3. I think we're at almost a 3.72 trillion. So yeah, almost there, dude. We're literally like, dude, not that far away. Honestly, we're really not that far away from printing a new all-time high for a market cap, dude. So crazy to see that. Crazy numbers here. Did not expect to wake up to this, guys, and see this continue to pump, right? A lot of people out there were being bearish about this. You know, what goes up must come down. We talk about that. It's just a matter of timing when that comes down. When is it going to come down? I don't know. We do know that eventually this will come down and come down to some level and create the next floor to be able to build up again. Is that coming up here, towards the end of July when we don't get our rate cuts? Because, again, I don't think we're going to get rate cuts in July. A lot of people out there in the Feds, we're all pushing for it. We all want it. But I just don't know if Jerome Powell has the balls to do it. I think that there's something else in there. But pushing all that political stuff aside, we're just looking really nice right now. Stock market, crazy. Stock market is actually down today. A lot of things are out there. The reason why the stock market's down today is because money is leaving the stock market and coming into crypto. That's the theory out there right now. And I'm on board with that theory, right? I'm on board with people that are probably selling their positions in the stock market to buy Bitcoin. Everyone's like, why is Bitcoin running like this? Why is Bitcoin going up like this? Well, you have a lot of things that are exiting the markets, which you can see. The Dow's down 300 points. The NASDAQ was down almost 200 points earlier this morning. S&P 500 down 15 points right now. It only makes sense that money is actually leaving the stock market and coming into crypto. Like, why else would the cryptocurrency market be up 80% in volume and the stock market be down? I mean, like, it doesn't take a genius to probably add those two up there. Money is leaving the stock market, leaving the actual stock market and coming into the crypto side. Just shows you the power of crypto. And what's even more crazy about this, dude, what's even crazier about this to me is that there's only 2 ETFs out there right now, Ethereum and Bitcoin. Just imagine how much money is going to leave the stock market when they start to realize that there's other ETFs, Solana ETF, XRP ETF, HBAR ETF, ADA ETF. You go down the whole list of ETFs that are going to happen. And we haven't even tapped that yet. We haven't even tapped into that yet. So just imagine when we actually do tap into that, what that's going to do for the markets. Like, we haven't even tapped into it yet. And it's like, damn, we're already at almost a $3 today for XRP. So this 701 marker, any Dave that wants to come in here and come at me with the 701, I'm almost like so sold on the 701 marker that I put in like literally 3 years ago. You can go back and watch my videos on it talking about 701. I've been saying it for a really long time, and I think the ETFs will be the one that actually pushes us to that 701. So yeah, it'll blow past the $3. Yeah, we'll probably hear, we're probably going to be on the verge of it happening. But what's even more insane here, and this is what I put out a tweet on this, and it's actually come down just slightly over the last 24 hours right here. But look at this, dude. Almost over, it was 1.1 literally like 20 minutes ago, but it's at 1.08 billion shorts getting liquidated right now. Like I said, I mean, I shorted the market a couple days ago, got obliterated, dude. I longed the market. We're sitting pretty, dude, right? You change your stuff up, you make some changes, and things are pretty right now. Sorry, I got a call. And really, I mean, like right now, look at it. This is insane. That's an insane ratio. 230 longs liquidated to 108 billion, or sorry, 100.08 billion shorts. Like, insane what's happening here. The people keep trying to short the market. What's happening is people keep trying to short the market, and the shorts keep getting obliterated. People are shorting the market, thinking they're going to get the top. They get obliterated. They're shorting the market. It's a vicious cycle right now of shorting the market. And so shorts are going to continue to get wrecked until we actually find a level. And, do we find that level here soon? Maybe. But people continue to put shorts in there, which is a gamble. And I told you guys, anyone shorting the market is a 100% gamble on the market. And that's what people are doing. They're gambling the market, and they're getting absolutely obliterated right now. Are we in a bull run? We've been in a bull run. I want to make it very clear, dude. We've been in a bull run since November. I've told people this, dude. So November, when Trump got elected, that put us in a bull run, dude. That sparked the bull run, dude. That was the bottom of the bull run, dude. We were like already on the verge of like having good rallies. The S&P 500 was hitting all-time highs. Like we were in the verge of like, you know, the beginning stages of a bull run here. Like we have not fell out of the bull run, even with all the tariff crap out there. Those are just liquidation events. I wouldn't even say that was like anything that would cause the markets to like. No, I think we've been in a bull run since then. I think that like people are like, have we hit alt season yet? I'm like, dude, if you went through the bear market and you're sitting here, like we're already up, like I said, we were buying XRP at 30 cents. It's almost to $3 again. I'm almost 10x my investment again. Like to say that we're not in alt season still, like I guess maybe I just have a different definition of what alt season is to me. Like we've been in alt season because those things have been pumping since November, right? We've had some downturns, 6-month downturn, but I mean, dude, we are full-fledged bull run, dude. So let's catch up on some of the things here. We got a lot of people coming here. We got Rip Reno coming in with 10 gifted memberships, dude. Rip Reno, thanks so much for gifting 10 memberships to the A team. Rip Reno gifted you a membership. Please say thank you to him. And those 10 new members, welcome to the A team. You guys are awesome. Yeah, definitely go join that Discord. We're out, dude. It gets a pop in Discord, man. All 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 7 days a week, dude. And I couldn't be more appreciative for everyone that's in there. So yeah, thank you so much for that. And we got Grant coming in hot with another 10 gifted memberships. If Grant gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Grant. And those 10 new members, also welcome to the A team. Appreciate you, my guys, for doing that. Why would you say BTC over XRP? Strictly gains wise, XRP will outperform BTC this cycle? It's because you got new people coming in, Adam. You got a lot of new people coming in, and the reason why is because BTC is just a store of value. I mean, it's a real good store of value. Like I said, we're buying, I've been buying it back at $21,000, right? So we bought it back on the dip of where it was like 17. I think my first purchase of it was like, I bought it back in the bulls before, but I mean, like my real big like purchase of it where I put some pretty good cash was like 17,000. Then I put some at 20,000 and, been sitting on that since. Like, I mean, I really have been. So here we are, you know what I mean? And I would always continue to say probably Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's my largest bag, followed by ETH and then XRP. But I think it's because it's the volatility of it's less. Probably that's probably why. I mean, if it goes down to 100,000, we're probably losing 10% of the market. Versus if XRP goes down to $2, we're probably losing a lot more of that. So it's just that's basically what it is. Austin, is there going to be a play of the day? I mean, right now you should be longing, dude. I put a long in just before stream, literally just before stream, because I knew you were going to ask this, dude. The play of the day is to long. I put a $250 margin call on XRP for a long. I went to do a 20x, but I actually did a 40x. I did not mean to do that. I'm going to be honest with you. I went to do a 20x, but I did a 40x. I'm probably just going to continue to long this. And I put a stop loss in. Well, I did have a stop loss in, but that's the play of the day, dude. It's just I'm long in XRP right now. This has been very volatile, by the way. So like I'll probably sell a couple of these longs for shorts. Like, dude, it's been crazy day. But right now, in the position of longing this, I bought it literally right before stream at 277. It's at 280. This thing has been up and down, but that's kind of where it's at, man. Like I said, shorting the market right now it's not fun to short the markets when everything's in the green. When you're wanting things to go up, the last thing you want to do is short the market because you're not having fun. But to each your own on that. Because I did short the market like literally 30 minutes ago. I shorted the market, went down to 275. I made like $300, sold that, and then bought at 277, and now we're here live on stream. I didn't sell it because we're going to do play of the day. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just more, I guess, bullish than anything right now. Trent, $5.89. Thanks so much for the $5.89 super chat here, because you know what? $5.89 is the number for XRP. Long-term, $5.89. You accidentally put a decimal in your... Did I put a decimal in there? Oh, you're saying it's for 701? You're saying we need to get to $701 for XRP? That would be wild, bro. $701. Doo-wee. But yeah, just monitor this. Like I said, we're up like $78 right now. Nothing too crazy, but I mean, it's still looking pretty good for a play of the day. I'm just going to continue to ride the bull. We're just going to continue to ride the positivity of the market. We want to get this back up to $3. Like, it'd be crazy to get this to $3 again. We were actually live on stream back in January when this thing hit. I mean, if we go back and look at XRP, well, I think we were live on stream when this thing hit $3, weren't we? I mean, we were right there. We might not have been exactly on stream at that time, but dude, we were. I mean, when this thing came up and hit the $3, we were probably live on stream, bro. I was streaming like none other than, dude. When this thing first hit, we was like right back over. Yeah, I probably was live on stream, dude. Like, no questions. Easily live on stream. Oh man, BTC controls the market. Yeah, it does. It controls BTC definitely controls the market. What's up, Route 66? Good to see you guys. BTC already dropped to 70K, and BTC has been sitting at the 117 while XRP ran. Has he moved? Yeah, it's up to you guys to decide, right? I'm not here to tell you, tell people what they want to do, right? If you want to, like I said, people ask me what I'll do. That's what I would do. But I mean, if you want to do other things, you can do other things. I support you either way, dude. As long as you're in crypto and you're actually out here trying to change, to try to create generational wealth for yourself, dude. Like you've already won, and so I support you no matter what happens. Didn't have money to invest until 2025, but glad we did. Hell yeah, Michael, that's good to hear, man. Austin, so why is it actually at a wall of 280? You think? I mean, you got to think this thing has been on a rally, bro. Dude, we have been rallying. I mean, this is like 2000. This is like 2024, early 2024. Look at this, dude. This is like that vibe we got right here. You can see these walls that got created right here, massive walls. Like you back over here and look at the MACD and like look where we're at with these. I mean, we haven't been at these levels since literally we hit it back in March. We hit it back in February, and then we've had these walls. But I mean, or these rallies. And yeah, it's pretty crazy to think, but just realize, I mean, every rally has a downturn. I've said that multiple times. So like, at this point right now, you can see that we're on this massive tear right now. You can see every RSI is over purchased right now. We have tapped out the 1 hour. Well, the 1 hour is actually coming back down slightly because of the last hour. But I mean, for the 4 hour, the last hour actually dropped significantly, right? It almost went from $3 down to like literally 275, like 25-cent drop in like less than 15 minutes. Not even that, probably less than 10 minutes. And so massive drop, which caused the RSI to drop on the 1 hour to come back down. But I mean, the 4 hour, 12 hour of the day, you go through this whole thing, everything is over purchased and like literally extremely top heavy right now. But again, I don't want to be bearish, like I said, but just realize that there is a downturn. So if you're going to bet on the market right now, and I'm probably going to close my short here or close my long here on this 79 here. Actually, you know what? We'll keep it, dude. We'll keep it for the cause. We're power to the people. We'll just keep it. We'll just keep it in here. I'm not going to sweat it. We're not going to sweat it live on stream. That's the thing is I don't like putting things on live on stream anymore, dude, because I feel like I lose my positions on them pretty quickly because I'm talking and then I don't even like see them and I'm like, oh crap, I should have probably did this or oh I should have done that. But back to where I was at here. So really what I was saying is that this is just gonna we're gonna work our way back to some degree, right? I don't know how far it goes, but it's gonna come back down. It's not decoupled, dude. Look at the market, understand the market's more. Oh, someone's saying it's decoupling. Well, the one thing that's crazy, dude. So there's this crazy thing right here. So you can see right here, this is truly incredible. I will give this statement out here. This is a truly incredible thing right here. Is that the S&P 500 in Bitcoin terms, meaning that if it were in Bitcoin, is now down 15% year to date for just the S&P 500. So if you were to compare the S&P 500 and price it in Bitcoin, it's actually down 15%. So since 2012, the S&P 500 in Bitcoin terms is down 99.98%, meaning that basically if this were the other way, like if this were in Bitcoin, like we're like the big like S&P 500 would be down. Like this shows you the power of Bitcoin. Like I don't think people realize like how crazy this is. So everyone's looking at this. Like you want to know why the stocks are down? Because people are looking at how the power of Bitcoin, the power of crypto, just in terms of priced into Bitcoin. Like that's a crazy number right there. Also right here, dude, look at this holdings. Bitcoin holdings has been profitable for 100% of its history. Look at this, dude. 100% of its history, it's been profitable. And we're continuing to pump up right now in terms of profitability. Like, that's what's crazy about this. So people ask me, like, why do you choose Bitcoin over XRP? Well, because 100% of the history is now profitable. It continues to go up. It continues. There's like no argument against that. And so that's what's nice about it. And it's wild. It's wild to think that, dude. Like we've been riding this for a really long time, and it's just a crazy feeling, dude. And I absolutely love it. I love the feeling it gives me, dude. 100% of my bags have been XRP XLM since 2008, and it's been brutal this year. Yeah, I get you, dude. I shared your video link live on my live stream. Hell yeah, XRP, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. Are you still thinking we'll have a pullback this weekend? I mean, everything. Like I said, I don't know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I just don't know when it's going to happen. Like I said, I mean. Indicators are one thing, right? You could follow indicators all day long, and you can go back and look at the history of these things, but just realize that, in terms of just like simple simple, stupid words here is what goes up must come down. We know that, dude. And I'm actually going to close this out here. We're going to close this because I don't want to think about. I don't even want to think about it right now. Okay, guys, I'm closing my my play of the day. I don't even want to think about it. Okay, because what goes up must come down. And you can see, I mean, this has been a massive rally. It's okay for it to come down. Like people get all upset about it coming back down, but it's going to come back down, dude. Like it's going to come back down and find a settling ground here. And again, we hope that the settling ground isn't at 220, right? You can see right here, a massive amount of volume that just chills here at the 220 marker, 220, 225. We hope that it comes down and finds a nice little floor here at like maybe 250, right? And I actually was telling everyone I found this this little, it's called MPP. It's on TrendScope right here, and it gives you like sort of a pivot point of like where things could go, where the trajectory of things could go based off of, I think it's over 100 timelines of where things are. And again, I don't know how, I just started messing around with this. I don't know how accurate it is here. But you can see here on the day chart, it's saying that 230 is the next level, right? But you go to you want to do it on more of a less of a scale here. Anywhere from the 1 to 4 hour kind of gives you a better idea. Again, the further you push out, the worse the actual indicator is. So you want to be closer with this indicator. I usually tell you guys, when in doubt, zoom out. When it comes to the pivots, though, you want to actually zoom in. You want to zoom in on pivots because that's where you're trying to get close to where, if you zoom too far out, you're going to miss the pivot. Okay. But, and the pivot means like whether it's going to go up or down here. And you can see this is basically just a pivot of where things are. So at the bottom down here, it's telling you that it's going to hit 285. That was the top of this timeline right here. It was 285. And it actually peaked out at 297 here. But it was saying 285, which was at one point a 90% probability rate. So it actually went above the 285 range here. So this one right here is telling us that the top of this one, or like the most viable option here, at a 65.88% chance that this actually goes down to 249, which is right at 250. And that's where we actually want to settle, which is the top of a fair value gap here on the 4 hour. 4 hour has been actually a really, really good hour trend to follow here. I think it has actually been probably one of the more solid trends for me is the 4 hour. I was on the 12 and day chart, but right now when things are running, the 4 hour has actually been really, really good to follow. So right here on the 4 hour, it's telling us 249.53 is kind of a 65% probability chance that this actually comes down to that level based off where we're at right now. And again, this is if we hit the pivot. Like you have to decide if we hit pivot or not. If we don't hit pivot, and I have 589 people watching right now, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. Thank you so much. We got a 91 over here on TikTok, and I do appreciate you guys over there as well. But again, you have to decide if this actual peak up here of 297 was the pivot. If that's the pivot, then yeah, you're probably going to say a 65% chance that we're going to hit the 249. But this might not be the pivot point. We might continue to rally up. So there's never 100% certainty behind these numbers, right? But it's just cool that it gives out these timelines on there. So I've been messing around with this indicator probably for the last 5 days now, and so far it's been okay, right? I did put something in there saying that we were gonna that this probability of 250 was good. I said that 2 days ago, and we still rallied up. So again, it doesn't mean it's 100%. So I do want to put that out there. And you can actually see right now that that's what it's basically saying on a pivot standpoint. There's also another one I've been messing around with over here. It's called the Lux Algo side of it, which also is another pivot right here. And it kind of gives you some ups and downs of where things are too, but it hasn't been as good. So I haven't really looked at that one. And then the last one right here has actually been this the next pivot point. But this one's been a little inaccurate as well. I haven't really been following it too much because you have to get really into the weeds. We're talking like you got to get like into the 15-minute mark. So I haven't really been using that one a whole lot. So that's kind of where it's at right now, but take it for what it is. Like I said, you got to decide what's best for you in terms of pivots. And, if you want to remain bullish, right? But yeah, people are going to play the game. Just realize that. Wait till the new guys see how bad profit taking kills XRP. Yeah. Super bullish for XRP, but the profit taking tanks us every time. Well, yeah, the thing is that a lot of us hold long-term bags. So I've always said this too, and I appreciate you bringing this up, Ian, is that we're perpetual trading right now. So it's literally we're just trading on the open market, right? So we're buying contracts, we're buying at an open value, and we're shorting and longing the markets. The big thing is just like I was telling everyone earlier this morning in Discord, is that it's so important to actually just establish a long-term bag, because then you don't miss out. You don't miss out on a whole lot, dude. I mean, if you're establishing a long-term bag and just holding your positions, dude, like that's one of the best things you could do. Holding your positions has proven time and time again to be the most profitable thing out there. Michael Saylor's done it with Bitcoin. dude, I've been doing it since I've been here. I mean, I've established a long-term bags way back when. I've been holding a long time, and everything's is in the green. Like I don't even look back and think like, man, I wish I wouldn't have held. Or no, I do. Like I've been up. Like it's been phenomenal. Like, and I can't really express that or like really say that because there's a lot of people that are in the red still. But the people that have been in this space for 5, 6, 7, 10 years know that the holding's the only way that you're going to actually come out on top. If you're selling your bag every 5 minutes, or you're selling your bag every day, or you're selling it on every up and down, you might make some money here and there, but you're gonna struggle, dude. You're gonna miss out on the runs. You're gonna miss out on on a lot of things, dude. It just happens. It's just part of the game, dude. It's just part of the game, dude. And I think holding is probably one of the best things out there. It's actually been proven. It's probably the number one thing I'd say to do, because it's just proven. It has a proven track record of being successful. You think Warren Buffett would be in the position he is today if he didn't hold all of his positions with Apple, with Berkshire Hathaway? You think that if he would have just kept selling it, it would have stayed where it's at? No, dude. Like holding is the only thing that actually probably made him one of the most wealthiest men in the world. Paul, thanks so much for the $2 super chat, dude. He's talking about XRP and BTC decoupling. Oh, gotcha. I don't know if they're going to decouple, dude. I mean, a lot of these things are on the same, wavelength, dude. I think when BTC rallies, I mean, we're seeing this right now. BTC, everything's rallying in the market. It's hard to say that something's decoupling when everything's rallying. I thought BTC, it's not letting me deposit without it. You have to, you might have to KYC if you're going to deposit from a bank. That's why I don't deposit from a bank. I will transfer to a MetaMask wallet vintage, and then I will transfer in from a MetaMask wallet. I won't actually connect my bank account. I won't use a credit card. I won't use I'll just move money over to a MetaMask wallet and then upload it into BTCC. Oh, we got people over here. We got some days in the chat here. All right. So it's okay, dude. Not people don't like XRP. I get it, man. Some people like XRP, some people don't. That's why we talk about every crypto here. You don't have to like XRP. A lot of us here love XRP. We've been in it for a long time. So yeah, I'm calling for 701 XRP. That's wild, dude. Tokenization will be the next big thing. Yeah, RWAs are huge, dude. RWAs are huge. So we're seeing right now where these are going to go. You can see the 1 hour is coming down. The 4 hour is also, as you can see, it's definitely over purchased right now. It's a matter of when that pivot point is going to happen here. So we saw that right here. This is crazy to see $170 billion market cap for XRP. Phenomenal, dude. When you come to the market cap standpoint right here, like we go to all, we're almost to the all-time high. 173, we tapped out at 170. 173 is their all-time high, or 174 billion for market cap for XRP. Once this thing starts to rally through that, I mean, that's when we get to the 500 billion, 600 billion market cap, and that's really where we start to make some really, really good money here. So that's good to see right here. Also right here, BlackRock spot ETF becomes the fastest ETF in history to reach 80 billion, dude. 80 billion. So you're telling me that money's not leaving here to go over to something like this? Come on. Money is leaving the stock exchange and going right into these ETFs right here. 100%. There's no questions asked. Markets would not be rallying like this if anything, we're decoupling from the stock market. Like you talk about Bitcoin decoupling from XRP. No, we might actually be seeing, for the first time in history, a decoupling from the stock market, because people are actually leaving the stock market for the first time to really put their money into crypto, which is just wild to see. And it's starting to show right here. I mean, this is proof. 80 billion, dude. 80 billion. Gosh, imagine when like XRP and all those other ones become a part of BlackRock's. Even though BlackRock said they wouldn't do an ETF for all this, dude. BlackRock's about making money. They're going to do an ETF. Like, it's going to happen. Again, I'm not a big fan of Senator Cynthia Lummis, but she says her crypto tax bill would put an end to the unfair tax practices and the level playing field for digital assets. I'm on board with that, dude. Filing for taxes on digital assets are the biggest pain in the ass you'll ever see, dude. And they've only made it worse over the last probably 3 years. CoinTracker.io is what I use for my taxes. But I mean, yes, we need some fair tax practices when it comes to this. Maybe no capital gains tax would be awesome. Let's try to get that into your tax bill, Cynthia Lummis. But as much as I don't really care for her all that much, I do agree that there have been some pretty crazy taxes over the last year, or unfair stuff. I put this out here. I do believe this, dude. Jamie Dimon's been he has been the biggest he has been like the biggest hater for crypto. Him and Warren Buffett are like the biggest haters, along with Jim. He's like the Jim Cramer of stocks now. He's a Jim Cramer of like CEOs, dude. Just a complete idiot. But I just thought it was funny here. You know, he was wrong, dude. And Jim Cramer came out, and when Jim Cramer is calling you wrong, something's off, dude. When Jim Cramer is out here saying you're wrong, whew, man, you better I don't know, you better go like reevaluate yourself. If you're short in the market, you need to be scalping with your fingers on the button. Yeah, that's why I couldn't do it, dude. Scalping right now is just not, you know me, dude. I like to hold it more long term, but yeah, it's yeah, if you're shorting, it's pretty crazy. This is what I love right here. So back to the Jamie Dimon thing here is that Bitcoin is up 91.5% since Jamie Dimon claimed it was a fraud and a Ponzi scheme, dude. The only Ponzi scheme and a fraud is actually Jamie Dimon himself. I just want to put that out there. I think I'd always disliked the guy. He's just another, rich billionaire head of an institution that thinks he can dictate the markets. And the one thing that's great about Bitcoin is that it's actually currency owned by the people and always will be. And he has no control over it, which is why he hates it, dude. When these institutions have no control over what this new, what Bitcoin's doing, they'll continue to attack it. And he's a perfect example of that. So he's a puppet, and he'll always be that for me, dude. No matter what, you can never change my mind with Jamie Dimon. So right here, this is crazy to see, dude. Crazy to see that the average sell price for the German government was $57,900. I bet you they're like literally kicking themselves so bad right now. I would literally, my stomach would hurt so bad if this was me. They're down. They fumbled almost $3 billion, dude. Fumbled $3 billion by selling because who knows what? Who knows why, dude? Like literally, who knows why they did that? Yeah, everything will be paid. Well, we're already kind of doing it already, Paulie. We're already doing everything digitally, dude. How often are you guys paying with cash? I mean, here and there, I'll pay with cash. Every once in a blue moon, I'll pay with cash. But everything's digital, dude. I'm paying with like app. I'm paying with my, with Apple. I'm paying with, my credit card. I mean, when was the last time you actually like gave someone cash and got cash? I mean, very rarely. I mean, at least for me. If you're gonna dip August 1st when tariffs dip, well, August 1st, and then at the end of the month here, we got the rate cuts coming at the end of the month if we're going to have them. And if we don't have the rate cuts, I could see probably some turmoil, right? More people just pissed off probably that we're not having the rate cuts. That's probably the biggest thing we're going to do. And then, yeah, August 1st tariffs, when they actually come into effect, could actually impact some of the markets. Yeah. Even though the tariff word isn't as scary as it was back in April, it could definitely come back and influence markets some way, some shape, some form, somewhere in there. You know what I mean? So this is crazy to see with the German markets. Another thing that you want to be aware of, I've always said that when the whales start to move money around, you should be aware of it as well. And the Ethereum Foundation is now selling their Ethereum. This came out literally about 2 hours ago. It says Sharplink Gaming is buying ETH. That's fine, but the Ethereum Foundation is a pretty big foundation, and they're selling their ETH right now at 3,000. So when whales start to sell their stuff, I mean, is that an indicator? Yes, it's an indicator to know that like maybe they did find the top in this cycle or in this section of the cycle, and so they're trying to play the game to sell and buy at a new price. So again, that's the best thing you do: sell at a high, find a new price, buy that low, rinse and repeat. So a decent pullback would be a market wide and might entail a rotation into alts. Could very well happen. Yeah, it's called people are in profit. That's a good statement actually. So this is when that the dominance comes down, is when people start to actually reposition their money into alts. Right, that's how it's always been. And you can see right now, look at this, dude. We are dropping rapidly on this right now. Just yesterday, dude. Let's go to the day chart on this. This is the Bitcoin dominance right now. You can see just yesterday, we were sitting at roughly almost 65%. Now we dropped a whole percent, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that actually is a lot, dude. So you can see, and we haven't even tapped down to when this one came down to 62, we tapped out at 263 for XRP. We tapped down to 64 and we're at almost $3. We went all the way up to 297 when this thing was coming down. So pretty crazy when you start to see the dominance on this, and we continue to drop right now. So that's why I'm saying, like, while this continues to drop on the dominant side, realize that like anytime you short the markets right now, when this dominance is dropping, you're just setting yourself up for kind of failure at this point. And that, this crossover is huge, right? It's a perfect depiction of what to expect when the Bitcoin dominance drops our altcoins continue to rise. And if this continues to fall down, this will continue to go up. And so shorting the market, like AirSense said, is kind of like you're just gambling. You're just literally gambling. You're scalping. That's what it comes down to. So let's see. Will BTC continue to be bullish? Probably. Yeah. I mean, BTC is probably, like I said, more money's flowing out of the markets and into it right now. So that's just what it is. It's called investing. Crypto peeps still don't get it. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were out here. Well, some people do. People buy contracts all the time. I mean, you go over to, Charles Schwab and stuff like that. People are buying, perpetuals all the time over there. They're buying contracts and playing the game too. So no different than crypto. But yeah, you want to try to find those cryptos that you can invest in long term and hold for long term. I mean, that's just what it is, dude. At what point would you stop accumulating? I stopped accumulating, dude. I told you guys I stopped accumulating back in probably January, dude. My last purchasing was with HBAR back in January, dude. Before all that, so that was probably my last time on stream that I actually accumulated to a long term. And now it's just been, I've been sitting, but I really didn't accumulate a whole lot during all this, dude. Like I've just been sitting here, dude, waiting. I mean, like I said, I haven't even added. I've just been happy with where we're at. I mean, I've been buying some things here and there, like through margin and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm good, dude. I'm content. Like I said, I tell you the truth, I should probably be adding more too. I just didn't. I just haven't. I'm happy where I'm at, dude. But I mean, if you haven't built a big bag, if you haven't like put your money in during the bear market, like I said, my goal is you continue to ride out your bags until the peak of the bull. You sell a percentage of it, let it ride back down, and then you try to buy the bottom again and accumulate again and repeat and rinse and repeat that. So that's kind of the goal, dude. So you do want to be cash heavy, fiat heavy, whatever you want to call it. You do want to be fiat heavy when it comes to. So I sold my long at 278.8 and it's at 276 now. So I'm thankfully I sold my long position on that. Made what did I make, like $60 off that or whatever it was. So that's nice. Now now we're gonna see if that 60. We're gonna see if how much this can actually hold up right now. And if the 4 hour starts to waver here, then at that point it's probably time to I mean, I don't want to be bearish, but it's if you're playing the game, here, let's open up this RSI here. Yeah, the 4 hour starting to waver just a tad bit. You can see right here, we just crossed over for the first time since Thursday. Well, actually, that's the first time since, shoot, I couldn't tell you last time we almost peaked here on Wednesday, and then we came back up, and now we just hit the top up here. Let's see what the 12 hours looking like. Yeah, the 12 hours still up here, dude. I mean, like everything is literally tapped out. So again, it's up to you to decide what you want to do with it, but realize that what goes up must come down. And if you're shorting it, it's literally you're risking, but it's okay. You could do that. I use a prepaid card and turn it off after transactions. Oh, damn. You do BTC if you're using fiat and their minimum is $200. Oh, really? Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, I just transferred crypto over. I just do like USDC and just put it back over there. RSI crazy overbought on every chart. Yeah, and everyone's looking at that. You got to realize everyone's looking at that. You know what I mean? You can see H bars come down pretty hot, right? This was at 2. This is at 20. This is at almost 21, dude. It was at 29.80. It's dropped literally a cent. In less than like 20, like almost 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Who doesn't like XRP? Yeah, awesome. What do you think HBAR can reach at the peak of the medium of the year? I mean, I've been pushing peak. Peak is probably peak for me is probably like, I hope we can get to like $2. I mean, that's kind of where I've always stuck for quite a while now. That's pretty far away. It's a 10x from where it's at right now, right? It's a 10x. That's a pretty robust number. You know what I mean? And will it hit there? I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of the numbers math up for me, I guess you could say, right? When you do the math on this, you kind of let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of the Bitcoin dominance. When you actually do the math on this, it kind of sometimes feels like it maths up, but we'll see what happens. Every time I deposit money in BTC, they charge a fee. Do they really? That's why I just move USD. I just use USDT. Just transfer USDT over to BTCC. And yes, dude, I am. Yeah, yes, I'm using BTCC. The reason why I'm using BTCC is because here in Washington, exchanges are ass, dude. I can't use any. There's really not a lot of places out there that can leverage perpetuals. So BTCC is a non KYC, no VPN. I say it all the time on here, and it's because I don't have to KYC, and I use it. It's been great. I've had a ton of success on BTCC. Yes, yes, and a lot of people in the A Team Discord use BTCC, and they've helped out a lot of other people using it. And it's honestly, it's one of the best things you could do in crypto. To follow trends, is to get into perpetual trading. I'm not saying to go out there and bet the farm. I'm just saying go out there, even in demo mode, just go with the demo mode and just like learn how to perpetual trade so you can actually follow trends in the market. That's all that is, dude. And when you start to follow trends in the market and it starts to click, you're going to realize how much better you are at just following trends in the market, at just like understanding where things are. That's all it is, dude. It's just becoming a better trader, right? That's all we want to be, is just a better trader. Understanding where things are going to go and how far they're going to go down and where they're going to go and maybe where signals are. Like that's really what you should be really focusing on right now, because come bear market, you're going to have to be really good at it, dude. So you can see right here that coming out next week, we got core inflation rates coming in here. This is going to be a really, really big week coming up next week. It would be nice. I would honestly be okay for these things to come down and reset going into next week, and we have great inflation reports and we take the next level. So I'm hoping that like before this week, going into this week, and I've been praying that this weekend we kind of reset a little bit, come down, hit some levels, and then core inflation comes out. We got really good numbers. Markets start to pump back up again. We hit new levels. Like that's kind of what I've been hoping for. But I was kind of premature on it. I was thinking it was going to start on Wednesday, which you guys know I started on my Wednesday, and it actually rallied back up. So XRP at 701, but your H bar prediction, Austin, still 2. Yeah. Still 701. You got to think. So, the 701 has been there from a long time ago. Like I put the 701. I mean, I think I put something in just community members only, but I mean, or AT members only. I think I called 701 like way back when, dude. It was kind of crazy. Or I called $3. Then I think I said 701 at some point. I don't know exactly when I said it, but yeah. Let's see here. Even compliance jobs will need tokenization assets. Yeah. It's obvious that people are thinking it's decoupled. Yeah, I'm so far behind on the chat, guys. I'm so sorry, dude. I've been rambling, and it's been, yeah, my bad, dude. BTC goes away after regulation, I bet. They've been around since 2012, dude. Dallas, they've been around for a long time. So I mean, they'll probably just come. I think that they're right now with regulation. I think decentralization is still key, right? And one part about no KYC, no VPN is that keeps decentralization true. So even with even with something that's decentralized like BTCC, they're still following decentralization to some degree. So that's why I got to give them respect. You guys know me; I'm a true decentralized maxi, right? I like decentralization. I don't really care for centralization, and that's what centralization is actually what's restricted me here in Washington from ever trading in perpetuals, because they've literally shut it down. But now BTCC has allowed us to be a little bit decentralized and still trade at a centralized level. So like, to me, that's a huge win. Like that's a huge win. And so I hope with these new rules that they still allow for this to happen, because I think that people that truly believe in Bitcoin and truly believe in crypto believe in decentralization. So as much as people want to try to make crypto centralized, you got to realize that it started as a decentralized network and should stay decentralized. You're selling at 701 or just portions? If it goes to 701, I wouldn't need to sell all my. If it goes to 701, I'll probably only need to sell like 50%, not even 50% of my XRP, and do well off, happy. At 701, dude, if it hits 701, like I literally don't have to sell. I probably will sell like 50, 60% of my XRP. Because like I said, a majority of my XRP is bought at 30 cents, dude. So like we'll never see 30 cents again. I don't think we'll ever see 30 cents again. I'd be blown away if we saw 30 cents. Like you'd have to have like a massive exodus in crypto period for the top 3 crypto to, or something crazy to happen for us to get back down to 30 cents. But yeah, if I hit 701, I would literally just, I could be in a very happy spot at 701. I'll tell you that right now. If H bar hits $2, I'll be even at a happy, and if Bitcoin continues to rise, even better state. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and Brodek. What's up, man? Yeah. Come on, your AirSense calling for 225. Yeah. So what other news we got here? We got Binance CZ coming out here. He says buy the dip. That's hilarious. Buy the dip. This is pretty crazy. So I just want to put it out here that James Wynn is now the new Jim. He's now the new Jim Cramer of crypto. So anything James Wynn does, do the opposite. Okay. Just want to put that out there. When James Wynn comes and puts a short position in, make sure you put a long in. When James Wynn comes and puts a long position, make sure you come put a short position in. Okay. Anything he does or says will result in the complete opposite. So he is now the Kramer of crypto. That's what I've deemed him, and he will always be for me now. So just want to put that out there for anyone and everyone that has any questions about that. Will XRP keep going up in the next few days? Like I said, I think that you kind of want to cool off. Like I said, you need a little bit of a cool off to be able to take the next big leg, right? We've had this massive rally, dude, massive rallies. And dude, trust me, it's been great. And I love it. And I want to continue to go up. But you can only, like I said, it can only go up so much before it has to reset. And I don't know when that is. Like I said, this could keep going up, dude. Like I said, I thought the reset was back over here on Wednesday at 250. I've already said that. I thought the reset was back over here when we started hitting, this 240 right here in this, and this was like the top of the 236. I've already said that. And then I hopped on. I said, you know what, screw it, dude. We're hopping on the train, dude. We rode the train up. Now we're sitting here, and I mean, this thing is still going up. I mean, still, hit this 297. We still have a big window right here. This day chart doesn't end for another 6 hours. So we'll see what happens in the next day. The 12-hour is going to end here at 5 o'clock. So you can see here we have about roughly, what is it? Like about 6 hours for that. So 5 o'clock, we'll see that one. And then the 4-hour just reset. We're back up to 7.9. So, I mean, yeah, this 4 hour is looking pretty good. This is still a really strong 4 hour. That's called winning when you short a bull. Elite/house always wins. They do. They do. We are in the dip. I just need a little bit better dip. Praying for 260 to 250. Well, 250 is a 66% chance. So this is underbought, and it's just got started. Well, we can look at the week. Like I said, one thing I like to zoom out on the weekly when you look at the weekly side of it as well. As you can see, look at this, dude. The weekly is just halfway up, dude. And like right now, we're at what, 41% right now. I mean, and this one right here is dragging, so we're at 67. So I mean, on the weekly side, the weekly is actually looking pretty good, dude. Like the weekly, you can see we just got out of the weekly. Look at the MACD right here, right? We just are barely tapping into the green, and we haven't even started. Just look at this, dude, on a weekly scale, please. Okay, this should tell you how bullish we should be. We peaked out here at 0.21, right? And we were already at the level. We were at the level right here of 288, and we were peaked out on volume, dude. We haven't even got over the zero yet. Look at this, dude. Like the volume hasn't even got positive yet on the weekly. So like, you're not wrong with that when you say that this is underbought and it's just got started. Yeah, on a long-term scale, you are definitely correct, Mr. MM, like 100%. So like, don't ever feel like again, when we're talking like being bullish or bearish or like shorting and longing, we're talking small scales here. Okay. We're talking like 24-hour scales. We're not talking like shorting the market for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or trying to do this crazy shit. No, we're talking like short scales, 12 hours, 24 hours. That's what we talk about. But in terms of long-term scope of this, like, just please digest this a little bit. Okay. We haven't even got to the zero yet of where this started when we pumped back over here. And this literally peaked out at 340, which we had downturn volume on this. Like the peak of this volume, we're already there and we haven't even got to zero. So when this probably gets to 0.2, and let's actually see when this was actually at the zero marker here, right? I mean, you're talking roughly, let's just actually go back to when this was zero, and this pumped up roughly to the peak of this right here was about 415% from the zero marker right here. So if we actually say that we can go up another 450% from where we actually topped out right here, where does that put us, dude? I mean, and I'm not going to say that we're going to get a 450%, but even if you do 200%, which is half of where that was at, that puts you back over 701, dude. That literally, you only got to get from where we're at right now to get to 701 is 144%. And realize that we haven't even had the volume streaks come in yet. So, dude, it's so ready to it's so primed to do really well here. It's not even a question, dude. It's not even a question. Look at Bitcoin, dude. Bitcoin hasn't even peaked out of its volume here either, dude. Like, not even close. look, see the peak of the bull run over here. We were sitting at roughly on the MACD. We were sitting at roughly on the last peak of the bull run. We're sitting at almost 3,000, right? This one hit 4,000. We've already hit all-time highs, and right now for volume, we're sitting at roughly 1,100, dude. Like, we're not even close, guys. Like, the rally that's going to come here is going to shock the shit out of everyone. It's just going to happen, dude. On a long-term scale, it's better to buy and hold than it is to try to catch this on the day trading side of it. I've already said it. Long-term side of it is to buy and hold and be ready for when this thing actually rallies. So, and again, this could come down. Right now, the weekly is actually, right now, the RSI is going to come down. This could come down here, over the next couple months. We're talking, August into September. We've already said October is going to rally back up, right? This one started in December, started to come down in March, right? This weekly right here. But I mean, you can see right here around April, we came to the bottom, right? It took us about December to February. So December, January, February, took us 3 months to get to the bottom right here and bounce back up. So we could have a little bit of a downturn here again, come back down, and then bounce back up here in October, which is exactly what we want. So, I mean, yeah, the pump is gangster. Mega FOMO coming. Big time, dude. Big time. When in doubt, zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. Just like, if you're like having a hard time digesting, just zoom out and realize that like we haven't even hit levels of where we were previously, and we will hit those levels most likely. Like, it's just going to happen. So, yeah. Let's see here. Current XRP, $3, 20x10. Damn, all right. Take profits at $3. Send it, bud. Let's see here. Yeah, H-bar is trying to get back to that 20-cent mark. What do you think H-bar will hit by the end of the year? I mean, I've already said 701 is kind of my number. Whether that hits at the end of the year in 2026, I don't know. 701 is kind of where I've been at. End of this year, XRP at $10. You think so, Arms? Wow. All right. It's bullish. That's good. No chance. XRP end of year, maybe 550. I mean, that's a, 550. That's a, 200%. It's going up 100% from where we're at. You know what I mean? That's a 100% gain, dude. That's such a good return. People don't realize. I mean, your average return in the stock market is like 7% over a year, and we're gonna sit here and complain about 100% return from today to the end of the year. 100% return on your investment, in the average return on investment in the stock market, 7%. So that's not even. It's like kind of not up for debate, right? Mm. Let's see here. Did I say that don't spam the chat? So depending on what comes next, it may change the way XRP moves. So in my opinion, any prediction will completely change the next week. Could very well could, right? I mean, we could have some crazy inflation coming in, right? I don't know. We just know that next week's going to be we have retail sales, PPI, core inflation. We got a lot of things. Inflation rate at the end of the year. I mean, there's a lot of things coming in next week. And on top of that, you're going to have rate cut. You're going to have the FOMC meeting that's going to come out and really dictate what happens. I mean, that's really what's going to be done. So, what level do you think will come today? Will go today? Well, indicator, like I said, the one indicator that I've tried here just recently, and we'll see where it's at. I'm testing it. This has been like a couple weeks now. It's a long-term indicator here. On the 4-hour, it's saying that there's a 76% chance that we hit right here. There's a 70, or sorry, it's a I'm on Bitcoin. Sorry, let's go to XRP. You're wanting XRP pricing. You can see right here, it's saying that now it's moving down to, and it moves, it continually moves as the rate of where this goes. So now it's saying 260. It was 250, 66% chance of 259, which is 260, which is actually a pretty, I mean, that's a deep retracement, and that's hitting the top of the 382 right there. So we do know that we came down past the 236, and we tapped a little bit into the 382 level here at the top of the fair value gap at 270. Rejected off of that, which was nice. But it's telling us that we, right here, there's a pretty good chance that we hit 66% chance that we hit 259. So whether that holds true or not, I don't know. We'll find out. Like I said, this is a new indicator. I've never messed with this indicator before. I've been messing with it because I want to see if it actually how it works out, how it works out for its calls. And then when it comes to the bottom, it's going to call the top, right? It tries to call the top of these based off pivots. And so we'll see what it says, dude. Honestly. We'll play around with it. I've never messed with it before. What's the H bar level of retracement? Let's take a look. Let's see what this indicator says. Let's have some fun with this indicator. It's called the NPP. It's by Trendscope is the indicator. Tells you percentage wise. It's saying 17.6. 100% chance. Dude, it's saying 100% chance that dude, that is crazy. Gosh, dang, on the 4 hour, it's saying 100% chance that H bar hits 17.661. Gosh, dang. It's given 100% prediction. So if this thing is right, I might have to add it to my entourage of indicators. But the chances, I mean, that's a 17, dude. That's such a freaking drop, bro. I mean, from right now, if it hit that, I mean, that's not that. I mean, 10%. This thing is what went up like 20%. So maybe it comes down 10%. I mean, we have seen it before. Gosh, dude, that's what it's saying, dude. Austin, my friend, what's going on with the ISOs? Dude, honestly, some people talk about the ISOs, but it's like I don't know what's happening with the ISOs, dude. I mean, we see what's going on with the ISOs. We see that XRP is probably leading the pack with the ISOs. I mean, they just bought, they're just partnering with banks. They just bought a bank. The RLUSD will become probably one of the biggest stable coins out there. So yeah. I like H bar and XRP. Yeah, Ismail, I'm with you, man. Give me $50. I explained too many times what tokenization and the need to use XRP as gas can make us go to 10K. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I think you're right, dude. RWAs are huge. XLM outperforming everything. XLM is doing phenomenal, dude. Dude, XLM is killing it right now. XLM is honestly doing some incredible stuff right now too. And it's pretty crazy because it's saying that roughly about an 82% chance this falls back down to 32 cents on the fallback here. That's on the 4 hour chart. We can go to the 1 hour. 1 hour changes just a tad bit. We'll go to the 1 hour here. It might give you a little bit different of a number here, but it's still telling us that a 33% chance at 59 on the 1 hour is pretty much there. So we'll see, man. We'll see if this little pivot indicator actually holds true or not. I don't know. So about $2.55 is where this indicator says that XRP is going to go if we start to have a little bit of a downturn here. You can see that the MACD, it's starting to cool off just a tad. Let me get the comment out of the way here. You can see right here that we are starting to cool down with volume. We peaked out right here at 0.02, about 0.02 in the last 3 hours. We have come down, and you can see it's gotten less and less volume, right? So that is something to consider for the hour. We go to the 4 hour side of it. You can see the MACD, the volume here. It's peaked out, right? We haven't actually turned over yet. So the 4 hour is still very, very bullish on the 4 hour. We actually haven't even turned over to anything. The volume's actually stayed up pretty good. Usually you'll start to have like a little trend like this right here where it starts to fade. We haven't even faded yet. So this 1 o'clock hour is going to tell us a lot in this next 1 hour, or this next by 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is going to tell us a lot. Seiko Hunt coming in. What's up, Seiko Hunt? I got Seiko Hunt's emoji and the new emoji for Seiko Hunt. DJ Seiko. Thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships to the A team. Appreciate you, man. It's good to see you. And if Seiko gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Seiko and those 10 new members. Welcome to the A team. Make sure you get your asses over in the Discord and come kick it with us, dude. Discord's been phenomenal. Discord's been great. Discord has been printing money, dude. Watchmen has been on top of it. Like, honestly, shout out to Watchmen and shout out to everyone, dude. But Watchmen has been like in there all day, just absolutely shredding it, and helping out a ton of people with finding levels and supports and printing money, dude. Like, I'm not even kidding you. You have Hoffman in there that's just literally just killing. I mean, when he posted that he made $7,000 on a trade, I about shit myself, dude. I was like, dude, hell yeah, bro. Watchman's a genius in the space. Yeah, Watchman's great, man. I love Watchman, dude. He's in there holding it down, dude. And he's helped out so many people, and I couldn't be more appreciative of a guy like that. But yeah, it wasn't just $7,000. Not only that, he follows it up with a $4,000 trade like 30 minutes later, dude. And I'm like, dude, Watchman or Hoffman's just damn, dude. Like, I gotta hand it to him, man. That guy is straight. Just the Discord is like a money tree. It kind of feels that way, dude. You go into the A team Discord, and it's some the profit and loss, dude. There's like one. Who was it? Was it Ultimate? That had like a crazy ass like 10,000% gain on one of it. I couldn't believe it, dude. I honestly couldn't believe it. I was like, what is going on, dude? It's been phenomenal, dude. Yeah. Short H bar. I mean, you got to find the pivot point. Like I said, I don't know where the pivot point is. It's been up and down right now. It's hard to say when the shorts are going to happen, but eventually it's going to, yeah, eventually everything goes up because it's going to come down. I'm looking at charts. You can come over to my YouTube side. You can go up to my channel right here if you want to come over to the YouTube side. I can't share it on X, or sorry, on TikTok. So sorry about that. Best place to learn and understand, yeah, big time, dude. It's purely supply against liquidity, against buyer's demand. That's the mechanism of action. True. Yeah, 6K. Yeah, let's see here. 6K. Whoop whoop, dude. That's crazy. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning from Manila. Yeah, Hoffman is cracked out. A BTC will crash. Oh, did Seiko just gift another 10 members? Dude, Seiko, my guy. Thank you so much for gifting 10 more memberships to the A team. If Seiko gets you a membership, please say thank you to him. And those 10 new members, welcome to the A team. Thank you so much. Why hasn't H bar sold on Robinhood? Why isn't, I don't know. I don't really follow. What's up, Michaela? Long time no see. Got Michaela Rose in the house here. Hope all is well with you. My Pacific Northwest friend. Good to see you. So does the previous high in the cycle not count for this pump? No, it does not count yet, dude. This we're going to continue to rise up through the cycle, right? So, and again, these short indicators here that we're pointing at here, doesn't tell us exactly when that's going to happen. And like I said, shorting the market is the gamble in the market right now. The market is bullish, so to short the markets you are taking a risk, and it's the hardest thing to actually take that short. Because you're betting against everything that you want to happen. That's really what it comes down to. Unless you're Jamie Dimon. Then if you're Jamie Dimon, he's probably still short in the market. Thank you, been lurking. Oh, no problem, bud. By girl Pelosi. I do got silver and gold before crypto. That's true. You did, Trent. You are a big gold silver kind of guy. Shannon, what's up, Shannon? Longest A-teamer in the house here, holding it down for me with the $20 bomb. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you. I do appreciate that a ton, man. Always showing me love and support, and I couldn't be more appreciative of that, Shannon. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Austin should take some profits if we're up and we're a percent. Do you recommend? I usually stick to dude, honestly, I stick to a 30%. When I'm up 30%, I usually try to take profits, dude. Because that 30% will get wiped out. Some people will hold, like I said, Hoffman and all these other guys are holding until like 1,000%. Like that takes some kahunas, dude. But 30%, 40% is like that's like being reasonable. Like that's actually like a really, really good return is like a 30% on these things. So I try to stick to a 30%, right? I do the 2% rule, which is like close to a 30%, right? 2% is actually a really good return. 2% in terms of change in price. I try to really stick to that. I try to set my rules and stick to the rules, because if I don't stick to rules and I don't follow my rules, I usually get screwed. So I try to just stick to rules and just be happy with what I got. Right. That's the biggest thing, is trying not to get FOMO, trying not to get scared from positions, and trying just to like stick to the rules and follow the rules. And as long as you do that, set your own rules, set your own boundaries. And as long as you stick to that, you should have more wins than losses. Party at Granny's house tonight. Hell yeah, dude. She's got the lube. That was such a crazy event with that lady, dude. Oh my gosh. That old lady just scares me. That's like dude. That's a creepy old lady. Creepy old lady, man. Let's see here. Will XRP go back down? I mean, we hit right now. It's going back up. It's at 280. It's almost tapped into 281. I mean, it's pretty damn good right now. We got Granny coming in here. Thank you so much, Granny, my love. Granny Love in the house here. Member for 4 months. Oh, snap. I know she'd be over here watching us. Oh, I know, Eagles. Some will get the joke. Some will not. Some are like, what the hell are we talking about? Yeah, XRP is still popping. That's what I said, dude. You do not want to be shorting right now, dude. Shorting just feels so wrong. I mean, even when I did it, I felt like so wrong. I felt like I was doing something bad. So yeah, it's let's see here. Let me get this going right here. Oh, boop. It's funny that should I be buying more XRP? You should have been buying XRP 2 months ago. How do I win a membership on the A team? I think you just got to hang out, bro. I don't know. It's randomly picks. There's no rhyme or reason to it. No rhyme or reason to it. Sell your XRP, and smart people are buying it up. Yeah. And don't rubberneck. What's up, Meredith? We got Vivek in here dropping the I don't know what that equates to, but the $100 something. I purchased XRP 10x on futures and 100% profit. Should I sell or wait for the 3? That's a pretty good return, bro. I'll tell you that right now. That's a pretty good return. But it's up to you to decide, bro. I mean, like I said, I'm pulling at 30%. I'm already on the trigger, bro. And then I'll buy. And then if I have to, I'll buy back in. I'll do another 30%. I'll do it again, dude. I'll do it over and over and over again until I'm satisfied. Read all my comments after 300 though. Anything is possible. I'm saying 30 to 50 based on market cap. Oh, you're talking about dollars, Trent? You're talking about the dollar mark? 40 cents. Only 40 cents. I know. 40 cents. 40K XRP since 2027. I'll wait till yeah, dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah, dude. We got Cool Cat coming in here, gifting 10 more. You guys are crazy today, dude. When the market's pumping, you guys are awesome, dude. Like, it's insane, dude. Thank you, Cool Cat, for for the 10 gifted memberships. If Cool Cat gets you a membership, please say they get a Cool Cat. And those 10 new members, welcome to the A-Team. Make sure you get your ass over in the Discord side. So come hang out with us. Appreciate you. As always, man. You have soccer this weekend. It looks like we've been running. So I do not have soccer this weekend, dude. My daughter, one of my daughters, she strained her Lexi. She strained her what is it called? The rectus femoral tendon, kicking a soccer ball. So we've been rehabbing that since last Saturday. And then my other daughter has been at practice. She's been doing good, but we're taking the weekend off, dude. We're just gonna give them a break. Obviously, they've been pushing it really hard. So time to take a break. Time to go touch grass and just kick it. So if you haven't invested into XRP yet, then start a bag and DCA in. Yeah, you could probably do that. BTC maxis only care about market cap because it's got no utility when the price determines market cap. Yeah, I mean, technically, really, if we're not saying these are securities, we shouldn't even worry about market cap. If these are commodities, which the SEC has determined XRP or Bitcoin to be a commodity, we shouldn't be looking at market cap. All right. If Ethereum and Bitcoin are commodities, I mean, there's no market cap to commodities. So they should just get rid of market cap. I mean, in all reality, market cap only makes sense when it's a security. But we'll see. Pump the chat. Hell yeah, dude. This is it's been a great day. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, dude. It makes it easy to come on and stream and kick it when things are looking really nice. It's always fun to do that. It's always fun to kick it with you guys. We kick it all the time. You realize this also came in today. So ETH, there's a lot of people out here going to be start shorting ETH right here. So you can see right now, there are pretty big wallets out here shorting ETH with pretty good, decent sized leverage. Like right here, $48 million with 25x leverage for ETH. That was deposited today. 54 million at a 15x leverage shorting ETH. And then right now you got a 41 million with a 15x leverage shorting ETH as well. So realize that, people out here playing the game. There's people out here playing the game right now, dude. And it's pretty wild. And they started actually shorting ETH when it was around, let's go to the 1-day chart. They started shorting ETH at the 3,000 marker. So they're already pretty up right now. They're probably the ones that brought this down to 290, but people are shorting these markets. I don't get that. Why doesn't market cap matter for commodities? I don't know. It just does. In all reality, you could probably look it up. I don't know the exact definition behind it, but let's just take like dog food. Dog food's a commodity. Do we know what the market cap of dog food is? Do we know what the market cap of corn or the market cap of any of that stuff is? No, we don't. Do we even know the market cap of gold? There's no market cap for gold. There's no market cap for grain. There's no market cap for rice, eggs, nothing of that. There's no market cap for those things. They're all commodities. I know why there's a market cap. Why they're doing that? They're calling we're obviously taking how much is in supply based off how much is there to give you a market cap. But in all reality, we shouldn't even be. Technically, not even if they were saying it's a commodity, you shouldn't even be dealing with. You shouldn't be dealing with market cap. Check Sui. Yeah, Sui's been doing phenomenal too, guys. Sui's another one of those that's just been killing it right now. 347. This one's already had a pivot though. I'll tell you this one. So Sui has shown a pivot on the 4-hour, and it is showing a pivot on the 12-hour. So the 12-hour is starting to show pivots here. Just to give you a heads up on Sui. Sui's been phenomenal, but it has shown a pivot. So if you're going to short any of these, and I don't mean to down the SUI thing, but if you're playing the game, SUI has already shown its pivot point right now. We'll see if it continues downward. We can actually pull up another one of the trends here and see where this one goes. XRP has not shown a pivot point yet. And right now it's saying, dude, 100% chance it gets back down to 250. Dude, that is crazy. It's saying 250. There's no way, bro. Man, I don't. This indicator is wild as hell. 250, gosh, dude, this indicator does not like SUI. Oh my god. Don't forget to like the stream. Hey, Ripper, thanks so much for the $2 bomb there. Yeah, hit the like button. Appreciate you guys being here. We got 731 people over here on YouTube, and we got 93 people over here on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for being here and kicking it with me today, and appreciate all the viewerships and yeah, kicking it. And yes, dude, yeah, you can click the BTCC link. TikTok side. Yeah, it's in my description box right here if you want to know. We use BTCC. Yes, bro. What's up, Brian? How do you sanitize certificates of a vaxxed ID? I have no idea, dude. When there's bad weather, toilet paper jumps up 3 times the price. True, dude. True. That is a true statement. XRP is still killing it right now. 281. When's the pivot going to come in here? I don't know. We're in bullish territory though. Pengu, yeah, you guys are all on the Pengu thing. Austin, hope the kiddos feel better. See you all later. Everyone, see you in Discord. All right, Z-Goals, appreciate you being here, man. It's good seeing you, bud. 250 SUI, 17.6 H bar. At least XRP was only 60% to go to 260. I know, right, Cameron? Well, dude, XRP's chart has always been resilient, dude. It's probably one of the most. I always say this, dude. You guys probably get annoyed at me for saying this, but XRP still is one of the most resilient charts out there. It's super resilient to have price volatility. I mean, like this pump has been great, but I mean, if you want it to come down and do a certain thing, it just doesn't. It's super resilient. Phoenix is the most viewed meme coin on CoinMarketCap. My baby will rise. Rise the Phoenix from the ashes. I still own Phoenix. I got to figure out how to get the hell back in that wallet. I got to figure out how to get back in that wallet, dude. Watch, I'm gonna look back. It's gonna hit like a $20 billion market cap. I'm gonna have like $15 million, and I can't find the wallet to my Phoenix. that's what's gonna happen, dude. Oh man, I gotta figure out where I put that money, dude. It was like I bought it for like $50 and it like went up to like $600. I couldn't freaking believe it, dude. I couldn't believe it. I have a long-term bag, a leverage trade along the way. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that's Andrew. Duh. XLM 50% up. XLM's straight killing it, dude. It would be good to wait for dude. If XRP got to $5, dude, that'd be so hard not to sell. 7 to 1's my trigger point, dude. My account jumped up $1,200 an hour or two. Damn, real picture. What's up, bud? Yeah, that's crazy. $4 to $5, cray. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. First ledger. Yeah, I got to figure out where my first ledger password is, dude. I forgot. That first ledger was kind of a joke. I couldn't figure it out. After like they moved some stuff around, I couldn't figure it out. I'm saying that supply and demand determines price, and price determines market cap. So you can't say something can't be a price because of market cap won't allow it. Shaman has a weird numerical seed phrase. The Shaman wallet. Some people really like Jones. I think Tim Shea uses Shaman a lot. We need to control from the movie. Click to press the fast forward when it hits a few hundred. I know, right? Like that click button here. Where's all the liquidity coming from? You want to know where all the liquidity is coming from? It's coming from right here. Look at this. Look at this. This is where it's coming from. Let's actually update this. Let's see where it's coming. It's exiting the crypto. It's exiting the markets right here. And they say the Dow drops 200 points. S&P retreats from record. Trump escalates trade battles. This is funny that's the tabloid. That's not the dude. Like, let's be honest here. The reason why the markets are pumping right now is because money is leaving the stock markets and coming over to the crypto side. It's not that. It's that obvious. Yes, the cryptocurrency market has literally is starting to take money from the stock exchange. People got FOMO, dude. People are selling their stocks to come over. Look at XLM, Austin. Yeah, we've been looking at. I actually touched with. I haven't pulled up XLM today. Dude, look at it. XRP back to 283. Hell yeah, dude. Send it, baby. 283. H bar back above the 220. See, dude, you do not sleep on what the markets could do right now. Nothing is saying that the XRP is bearish right now, or H bar, or stellar. Nothing's peaked over on these yet, dude. Just want to throw that out there. Nothing has peaked over on these. Gosh, that's crazy. 283 again. If we could hit $3, dude, oh my god. Let's see, 377. So yeah, I mean, dude, you can't even compare where XRP is going, or sorry, where XLM's going. This thing is almost entering into bullish territory right here. The 50 is about to cross back over the 100, which is going to cross back over the 200. So XRP is in the same boat right now. You can see here on the 12-hour, this is the first time since back over here on May that we've crossed that the 50 has now crossed both this is actually a golden cross here, has crossed both the 200 and the 100 EMAs. So we have now entered bullish territory. And last time we actually crossed over, I mean, we got some pretty good height up here. So yeah, pretty cool to see. This is good momentum right here. Oops, this is really good momentum right here. On the 12-hour. The 12-hour is definitely looking really good. The 4-hour crossed over a couple days ago, actually. Crossed over here yesterday, I think, for the first time. It's crossed over since back in May. So yeah, really good timing here. Austin's more active on YouTube. Yeah, definitely go over to the YouTube side. Sorry. Let's see here. What kind of correction we looking for? I mean, it would be nice if it does come down. I mean, you're talking, you want it to come down to like a 250 level would be nice to stay at this stay at this retracement of 0.5 somewhere in there. I mean, you can see this came down and retraced. We got a retracement of roughly right before it bounced it came down 14%. Yeah, this thing's crazy. I don't know where it's going to come down, dude. Once they stuck on track, you can do what you like. Yeah, let's all long XRP and push it to $3. Yeah. Well, the volume profile, dude, it's just a simple. It's just showing you levels of support. It's just showing you levels. And then Watchman, he's been really into this Monte Carlo thing right here. And it took me a second to realize what the hell I was looking at on this thing, but I got to give it to him. This thing actually shows really good volume. So it takes away the VRVP levels, and it actually gives you some pretty good volume indicators right here of showing you percentages of where these are and levels. And so you can see right now, based off where we're at, we're super bullish right now. And, up here at this next level right here, which is right at the $3 range, is the biggest level. So, I mean, this $3 is well within play. So even up here at 304 on the 4-hour, huge, right? We go back to the 1-hour, it tells you a whole number story here. But I mean, we're still pushing. Top of this is still sitting at that level of 295 on a smaller level. So, and it's still showing super bullishness right now. So anyone looking at these levels right now, I mean, like I said, shorting the market, it's kind of you're kind of setting yourself up for failure right now. At least when it comes to XRP. You ever cover MOG? No, I don't, Paul. Epstein was edited. I'm not gonna get into the whole that's the thing, dude. Thank you, bro. Hey, no problem, bud. What are the odds of another Head and Shoulders forming? What's the correction for XLM? The correction for XLM, let's actually see. We'll see what the indicator says over here. If there is a correction, you're seeing the bottom of this is going to be at 33, which is at the very bottom of this level right here on the Monte Carlo that Watchman turned us all onto. We'll see what this. We'll see what my other indicator says with this. If it loads here real quick, the pivot point for that is also saying 33. So, damn, 59%, 50, almost 60% chance we hit 33. And for the Monte Carlo thing, that's at a fit. That's also at a 59. So 33. So let's actually look at it from this standpoint. Where is this at? So you're looking at roughly 18. Yeah, dude, like this Monte my and the Monte Carlo, yeah, they're definitely hitting the same levels here. Holy crap. 60% chance of an 18,738 right now. So pretty crazy when you start to line those things up. Damn. Okay. So much for USDC being minted. I know XRP is going to go crazy. Yeah, it's you can see right now. Look at the bullishness. The green, the orange, or the blue right here is actually shows you how bullish it is. Yeah, the bottom of this one's 62. If you're gonna, you're looking anywhere from 275, which is a nice little level that we made right here, and then yeah, the bottom of this is 263. So, and that's on the 1 hour. So, yeah, kind of cool. So much for that was the news that just popped up. Breaking news about the footage. Oh, really? That's crazy. Crazy stuff, dude. Volume is showing percentages of new players also, so it's just gonna get bigger and bigger. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of money coming in here. You can see this level right here at 289 is on the 1 hour is well within range, dude. It's at the top of the level right there. What almost a 4.27%. And these, the further you go down here, the less percentages, right? So yeah, the market. I mean, it's still super bullish here. That's basically what it's saying. It's still super bullish. Right, even for this to get back up right now to 20, almost 21 for H bar is well within play right now. And you're talking roughly a let me get the Monte Carlo out of the way here. You're talking almost a pretty good shot at it getting 21 right here. For it to get back to 24.8, you're sitting at roughly almost a 70% chance. So you got a better percent chance of it hitting 0.205 than you do at it hitting 18.7. So you have a bigger chance of it going up, and an even bigger, and then a 31% chance of hitting 222. So, yeah, and that's right on top with using these two together has actually been pretty nice. Looking at where the percentages are, I like that it gives you a percentage of probability. That's a $3 is going to be a rough gamble. Yeah, $3. Let's actually look at it again. The $3 is yeah, it's getting lower and lower, but that $3 is well within the range on the 1 hour. 295 is right there still, dude. 295 is still right there. Gosh dang. But it's still on the other indicator, it's showing bearishness. So you got one indicator over here showing bullishness, and the other one showing bearish. Right? This one's bearish, this one's bullish. Yeah. Crazy how indicators are. Indicators are wild. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's so many different indicators out there that can help you. So take it for what it is. Please like the stream. Yeah, can you look at Chronos? Austin, I'm trying to follow your rules. I'm never buying in the green, but tempting after watching this TA. Dude, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, from buying in the green standpoint, like I don't try to buy in the green for like holds, right? So I'm not gonna like go accumulate my bag on a green day. Like I'm gonna accumulate my bag on a red day. But from a perpetual standpoint, you can, greens. I mean, if you're seeing positivity even in the green, perpetuals are a different ball game. Perpetuals are a way different ball game than buying accumulating on a green day. Because, like I said, if you're doing perpetuals, you're trying just to find those open opportunities to buy and sell within a certain period. If you're doing long term, you should, like I said, I try to wait for the retracement to buy on a red day, then buy on a green day. And so I think there's a big difference between the two. Gonna late to the stream today. Yeah. What does education wish my they are just educated wishes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're trying to align as many indicators as possible to see if it plays out. Now at 38 XLM is up 27%. Hell yeah, my guy. Can you take a look at Crow? Oh yeah, I was gonna look at Crow for you. I don't even know if I have Crow up here, bro. I don't even ever trade Crow, so I don't even know if I even have it in my. Yeah, it shows you where I'm at with Crow. I'll pull it up for you though. Crow. Oh, I guess I do have it somewhere in here. All right, Crow. Where are you at, Crow? Yeah, Crow's been a little bit rough. Look at that, dude. Even on this little downturn, it's like that's been a massive volume on the MACD. It's coming up on the 4 hour. That's good. The 12 hours showing a little bit of peaks here. $11 is the range. So I haven't looked at Crow in so long, bro. I couldn't even tell you last time I looked at Crow. Yeah, it's calling for Crow. It's calling for a retracement for Crow as well. Damn. Yeah, it's calling for a retracement for Crow on that one. A 46% chance it gets back down to 8 cents. Yeah, and even the Monte Carlo right now is telling us that that these levels, this is a pretty good level right here. Right here around the 1024 range is like where peak volume is right now. So I don't know. Crow's a little weird, dude. I don't really follow Crow a whole lot, so. But there you have it. There you have it, my guy. Selling point for XLM. That's a good question. Nick, thanks so much for the $2 super chat, dude. Austin, late to the show. XRP up. Catch me up. You just got a lot of money coming in from the stocks. You got a lot of money coming in from over here. People are blaming it on the escalation of trades, but in all reality, you got money that are leaving the stock markets and going over to crypto, dude. You got XRP, you got Bitcoin reaching levels that we've never seen before. You got a lot of these cryptos that are rallying. I mean, the money that has to flow in here is insane. And you can see a lot of people are probably moving their monies over to the ETFs, which are causing the markets to continue upward. And that's probably what we're seeing here. So they could blame it on trade all they want, but that's not the case. Curtis never liked Crow, but part of the WFI. Okay, gotcha, Trent. HBAR will do really good. Yeah. Stables tied to the American USD. XRP bridges them. I'm with you on that. But all right, guys, I got to hop off, dude. I got to get some things done today. I've been on here for almost an hour and a half, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys being on here today. Very positive vibes. Super bullish on all this. Again, if you want to, you can get over to the Discord. We're going to be a lot in the Discord today, kicking it, talking about ups and downs of the markets and just chilling. Couldn't be happier for the Discord and everyone in the Discord, just printing money over there. I honestly blown away by it. So thank you guys so much. Yes, we do BTCC. I did put a link in the chat here. There's a link down below. You can click on that if you want to come over and use BTCC to do perpetuals trading with us, because that's what we use, and go from there. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope you guys give this video a thumbs up. We're going to continue to ride this out. We're going to continue to be bullish on a lot of this, and hopefully we have some a good weekend. But if things go well and everything's good, I might stream tonight. Based off of where things are. So that could be a lucky stream for this evening around, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 o'clock. So we'll see how the day turns out. I don't got soccer today, so might as well. But with all that, have a fantastic rest of your day. I love you guys a ton. You guys are all fantastic. A-team strong. A-team's the best team. And with all that, we're out. Peace out, everyone.